Okay, everyone's up to level 50 now. Let's try the Owlbear. With a nice...
That doesn't injure the party, does it?
No, everyone is fine.
Okay.
Alright, let's... So unfortunately you don't have the AP to do stuff, but you can do that. And get a lot of AP from a basic attack. And guillotine the Owlbear.
Guillotine.
Yeah, guillotine the Owlbear.
There you go.
Let's see, it's planning on doing the thing that's going to do heavy damage to the entire party. So instead, let's sleep bomb it really quick. And monster magic. Multi-target, no. Inflict debuff, inflict debuff. Single target. Alright. Still sleeping. Oh yeah, actually reflex stance. And skip the turn as to not wake it up. You... Yeah. Ninjutsu, so both are going to be doing their best to evade all of the physical attacks coming in. Now the Owlbear is awake and it's going to do physical attack. But inflict debuff, it will deal less damage. And let's poison it. And now, with 30 APs... Hazia! Hazia! Oh gosh, yes. Hazia? Hazia. Let's see. It has 4 stacks on it now. Yeah, let's just go Swift Ember. Hazia. Hazia.
And then normal attack?
Yeah. Normal attack. Hazia. It's a good 1,000 or so damage in one turn. And then, of course, guillotine.
Double guillotine.
Yep, double guillotine, because dual wielding is kind of awesome. Okay, now it's planning on doing an attack, so let's... Eye gouges, now it's blind, so when it attacks, that'll just count as a miss. And then... So I believe Charity does... Yeah, Charity does have the ability to re-raise herself automatically, so I could explode, but not going to explode yet. Actually, let's Hex Magic. No. Let's do some of these. Hazia. Huzzah. Huzzah. There's bonus damage per combo token on the target. And more double guillotines. Missed 2 of the party members. Alright. Yeah, end with attacks just to get a whole bunch of extra APs at the end there. And it's playing utility attack. So unfortunately none of these will really help against it, so let's just do regular old attack. Let's use Rending Cut to lower its defenses. We got it down to half now. Inflict less magic damage now. Okay, didn't even try to hurt us. So that just makes all attacks deal a lot of iffy damage. 20, 28. It has so many buffs and debuffs that it won't even appear on the whole thing. So let's see, Swift Wind, Fierce Wind, or just Heaven Slash.
Heaven Slash.
That'd be 250, that would be, yeah, that's supposedly more. Oh, that is not a free action, so. Anyway, it's applying an attack, so I gouge it, 100% hit chance. So now it's blind, so we don't have to worry. Yeah, it's blind, so we don't have to worry about it now. Let's just attack. And you can just attack. Huzzah! Yeah, still blind. Don't know what happened to all of those swords I had that, like, made it take longer for its attacks, but still. Hyper Slam, obvious miss. Regular old attack. Alright, double Swift Ember. 170, 170. Woohoo! It's in low health now! Okay, it's not blind right now, but we can fix that. Let's blind it, and also poison it. Ha! Quadruple miss. I think I still would have missed 3 of our party
I
members.
almost would have said, use Explode. That actually might have been enough to take it out.
Probably would be.
How about if it gets back to Charity's turn with the and if no one else needs to be resurrected,
Yeah, just explode it. Yeah, if it gets back to Charity's turn. Alright, Rending Cut again. Hyper Crush, you are down. Fierce Wind, Swift Ember. It's only about an extra 200 damage, but every extra bit of damage is fine.
yeah.
So we could revive carries.
Yeah, revive.
Revive? Okay,
Revive.
fine. Which one is the revive?
It's probably the one that has life in the name.
Life Giver? Alright. Revive you. Shadow Cut you. Ugh. Not knowing its exact health total. It died. It died to its wounds. Alright. We got a new katana. On hit, inflict debuff. Turns ready in 10% more time. Heck yes. That's all we got from it? All of that grinding? Oh. We also got more of a tower to climb. Is that an owl? Warps the party to Callisto Shrine. Where's Callisto Shrine? Hey, Mr. Owl, do you know where Callisto Shrine is? Ah! We got the Owl Drum!
You got the Owl House.
I had a feeling that defeating the owl would give us the owl. Oh.
You know what? Ooh.
Oh, seriously, you? So now we can go and explore owl places together.
Explode. Wait, wrong character.
Yeah. It's so hard to tell them apart when they keep looking different. User is killed. But thanks to some Valkyrie magic, that's a short-term status.
Wow, it hasted and took damage from its status effects, killing it. Wow.
Alright, so... Ow. Whoa! That really lets you fly a long time. I thought it was just going to be, like, a longer jump. I didn't realize it was going to be, like, just...
Fly.
Just fly, basically.
Well, it's not fly, but it is fly.
It's falling with style.
Thanks, Buzz.
Actually, that was Woody that said it, thanks.
Hey, at the end of the movie, Buzz says it. Wait, what?
What?
It raised the dead.
Down. Don't worry, I have a multi-target katana skill. That can attack with both of my katanas. And then do basic attack. And this will go and Nightfall. Hollow Traveler should die from this. One of the others is low. I can still revive, so let's explode on that one. An eye for an eye and all that junk. Huzzah. Yeah, having the 60 max AP really allows you to make the most out of this class's bonuses, but even without it, you can still do a lot. A defender, sword defense +5 per turn, but has a max, whatever. Whee!
So I know there's a class somewhere at Tall Heights.
Cool, don't know what that is.
It's the area that you're in.
Oh.
Yeah, I mentioned it because I saw the thing come up saying Tall Heights.
Okay. Hold on. Back to our home point. We're at Land's End right now. Okay, somewhere around this area.
Here, let me see if I can find the info again for you. I probably didn't even close the tabs, so...
Woohoo! New class! New class! Haha! This is like Avatar all over again. Master of all 18... or 24 classes.
Oh, okay. It's located in the Slip Glide dungeon in the northern caves in Tall Heights.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, kinda. Okay, so somewhere about going... that didn't work.
I like your thinking. I don't know if that would work.
It should work, it just... I didn't quite do it well enough. Okay, I think that this whole area is Tall Heights. Oh, also I found a new area in the castle, too.
Cool.
That we can get to now. So apparently we need the owl to explore more around here.
Maybe you should have waited until you're at the peak of the height.
Yeah, I realized that. And then... So, like, well, it's too late now. I got a new animal companion. I kind of want to just use it. Actually, yeah. With all this going on... Yeah, right next to the castle again.
It looks like that's the extent of what you can reach from here.
Yep. Alright. So now... Because I know that there's basically a wall on the north end of this that I can't seem to bypass. Oh, cool. Wait, the owl jumps 3 spaces? No, owl jumps 2 spaces, right.
Ooh.
Never actually got its name. Good point.
Okay,
So,
if you want to bet, that's what we were looking for.
the northern cave?
Yeah.
I could get in here already.
And you could get in here.
Yeah, I could already get in here, yeah.
But could you do everything in here?
I don't know if there's anything in here that I still needed to do.
There is.
Where? Ooh. Block puzzle? Ice cell key? Yay, I solved the puzzle! Okay, that's all we had to do, right?
No.
Oh.
There's a class in here you're missing.
Oh my god. Ice is just a construct!
How much you want to bet that, explode will work really well on it?
Yeah, I'll try that when I get to Charity's turn. $2,300. Yeah, I put it down into lethal range, and then everything else killed it off, yeah. I might step my buttons a little bit. I wonder if it's just a matter of... Yeah. Alright, what's the question here? What am I supposed to do with this ice block? Do I push it down there?
Ah.
Alright. Oh, what's this? A 200 staff. Well, okay, whatevs. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the ice block puzzles part of this whole thing. Hey, the slip glide
Here
ride.
we go. This is what you're heading for.
Do I have to push the ice block somehow all the way into here?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't.
That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't think I necessarily could.
However, let's try gliding.
Gotcha.
Maybe jumping at the right point. There you go.
Yeah, let's set new home point. Whee! Oh. Okay. Jump! Okay. Slime! Slip, slip.
Alright, chocolate or peanut butter?
Chocolate! Chocolate!
Ooh!
Chocolate!
Usually you go for peanut butter. Alright, let's find out.
This is gonna be peanut butter.
It's peanut butter.
Of course it is. I knew it. Just
You have yet to get a single one correct.
I thought you were asking if these were chocolate or peanut butter slimes.
Oh.
That's my excuse. I don't know. I think that the dual wielding ability is really, really, really good. Especially when you get, like, two weapons that both have, like, statuses on hit. Like, if I had two of those, swords with the 5% chance to paralyze. Heck, 4 of them. 2 on Ceres, 2 on Xena. Heck, 8 of them. Just 2 on each party member. That's the whole thing. Just attack. Each party member attacks all enemies twice. That's a very good chance to paralyze the enemies. So, looks like it's a question of getting up and trying not to slip back down again. Okay, that doesn't look like... This doesn't look so easy. You can't, like, charge the jump before you land on it.
Are you sure that's how you're supposed to go up and that's not supposed to be your way down?
Oh, there's my red door key! Wow.
Well, I always knew you were a little bit dorky.
Whee! Oh my gosh, this thingy just flying through there. Whee! Ah! I have to wonder. Nope, fish can't swim. And it seems like all this is predominantly owl stuff.
IMAX and then charge and jumping out.
Something weird happened there. Something weird's be happening. Nightfall!
Things that happen to me. Okay, well, no more explode strats in this fight.
Alright. Blade Song! Attack everything. Missed. Did not kill. There we go. Go for both. Consumables, Phoenix Juice on you, and let's... Potion, 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 potion. Potion. I mean,
It's gotta be possible.
sure it looks possible, but maybe the actual strat is down here. It's like, sure it looks possible. Cool, can I checkpoint myself real quick? Thanks. Oh no, I'm gonna fall down everything now. Nightfall on all of these. Ah. I should really just give Charity like an Aether. There we go. You. And Blade Song. Easy. Consumables, Phoenix Juice on you.
Now keep in mind that you're falling, you would rather fall into the pit than land. So if you can control it, fall into the pit. Oh my god. How did you...
What's up? You doubted me?
Yes.
Also, you can't really go down. It's like a wall right there. Do I go... Actually, I don't think I can go up from here, can I?
Get the purple.
Red door key.
How do you get back to the red door? Oh.
Like that.
Where are you going?
Just want to... Yeah, it's like walls all over the place here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Got
That
it.
was easy.
I guess if they just... Oh yeah, well, now I have to go the other way to find the red door.
You found it.
Whew, That was quite a challenge. Ah! Now I have to beat the Red Guardian! And Curious is at 10 hit points. Oh, it's paralyzed. Cool. Curious is top threat right now. Right, I need to remember to give someone that katana that gives slow. What in the flip?
So it just removes all statuses, I think, for everybody.
Oh, shoot. Charity will not revive now, but at the very least I can do... Let's see, yeah. Let's just do both of these. You can bleed a little bit. You can bleed if you want to. You can bleed your left behind. Friends don't bleed. If they don't bleed, well, good for them, I guess. Alright. I gouge. Shoot. It's a free couple hundred damage. Yeah, I feel like I gotta.
Yeah. Not really a great thing when your tank, you know, dies.
Guillotine. %97 hit chance. Yay! Okay, now we don't have to worry about it for one turn. Now, is there anything here that will recover mana? Accumulates AP. I don't think so.
What happens if you use Life Giver now?
It'd probably still work. I just... this just puts Charity at basically too low mana to do anything with. Guillotine! Oh, it has an object. I wonder what it could be. Call Elemental? Oh no.
You can probably guess what class you're going to be getting out of this.
Ice? Or is it the Elementalist?
What did it just do?
Oh, summon.
There you go.
Yeah, well now the issue is that I have to grind here. Because there's all of these annoying things. To be fair, I wasn't expecting a boss fight and kind of jumped me before I was ready for it, but like still.
I mean, you saw it before you stepped into the room, or at least I thought you would have.
No, I stepped a bit into the room, saw it, went, oh hey, there's a boss fight, went to step away from it, and it jumped me.
Can't target itself.
No, but...
Oh!
Yeah, it heals someone else and also yourself for the same amount healed. That ice elemental should be dead. Red Guardian is still paralyzed. That's cool, that's cool. Overall, not much damage from all that. But there's a bunch of... Honestly, with all these extra attacks Xena's getting, she should be the one with the chance to paralyze sword.
Probably.
That'd probably be a good idea, yes. Alright. It's planning on using magic. And then just attacks. No more MP to revive, unfortunately. Eye gouge, 97% chance? Sure. What is Xena still not having as much threat? Wow. No, everything requires too much mana. Okay, it's planning to use magic, so none of those things help. But it is super low on health, so she's gonna start using her turns to try to just steal whatever is in it. Because if we don't get it, we have to buy it from the Lost and Found. And some of those things are stupid pricey. Alright, there goes Charity. It's bulking itself now. Alright, it's planning an attack, so we gotta eye gouge it. It misses. And we just keep going with this.
And hope that you're able to steal.
Yeah.
Before it dies, right?
Yeah. Hope to be able to steal, but if it dies before we can steal it from it, then oh well, really, you know? 10% steal chance. Ember Scythe! We stole. It's calling an elemental, but we should still focus all of our efforts on the Guardian.
Yes. The elemental didn't really seem it was doing too much.
Okay, so it's been in red for so long now. Just want to double check. Yeah, nothing to steal in either of those. Ugh. %97 chance to hit. We killed the thing, and now I'm going to die to the ice elemental. Because I can't.
Make it sleep.
I can make it sleep, but what's that gonna do for me? Yeah, if I make it sleep, I don't really get... I can build up a few more APs or try to steal or something, but that... I never actually made that boss sleep, did I?
No.
Wow. Okay, you know what? Make it sleep, generate a few more APs, and then I can eye gouge it when the situation arises. Now it's awake, and just flat out attack it. Arson should not do lethal. Unfortunately, I can't do my biggest attack. Always misses, always misses. Can't do that. Always misses, always misses, always misses. All I have to do, all I can do is hope that this... Okay, here we go. It's not going to be enough. Miss?
Miss.
So we took out the big boss guy.
If only you attacked the guy like one turn sooner, huh? But,
And unfortunately, we don't actually have the weapon from it now.
what do you mean?
Oh, if you loot something from a boss and then lose the boss fight, you lose the stuff that you looted. You have
You
to...
want to put on the thing that increases your steal chance by 20%?
That is tempting, actually, yeah. Yeah, let's hide right here. Equip, so dancing
And
shoes...
retool your team.
Pardon?
So you know we can summon, retool the team a little bit. You know we can summon ice elementals.
Yes. Wait. Xena... Let's see. Master Katana is better than Gold Katana, but then also throw in the Hakoken. On hit, inflict debuff for 1 turn, slowish, turns ready in 10% more time. But then also take this sword. Wait. Oof. Wait, can you just not use regular swords? Oh my god, you can't use regular swords. Alright. 3 AP, always evade attacks, dodge first physical attack. I'm sorry, where is it? Yeah, equip sword. So then equip the Conquest and the Hakoken with the basic idea of just constantly trying to paralyze and do slowish. Over and over again. You, however, increase defense by 5 per turn. That does sound pretty useful. Or I can do contract and try to lifesteal. Overall, less attack, less max HP, but they don't really evade anything. I'm gonna go with this. So lots of attempts to lifesteal here. Silence. Yeah, sure. Curse Giver. Try to silence it a bit here and there. Boom, boom. And what do you want to learn here? What's this? Flick debuff for 3 turns. Poison. Meh. Single target magic. Alright, Ninja mastered Valkyrie up. I'm going to... That didn't really status. Spear Sword uses a dagger. Give auto revive. It didn't have any earth elemental abilities, so let's just give you armor. And yeah. Okay. So, that basic attacks. 0 damage? What? Okay, as long as we keep slowing it, we can eventually just take more turns than it takes. 25% chance to steal. Nice. Couldn't steal, but, you know, 25% chance and all that. Okay, okay. Gotta keep trying. I think the overall goal is... I'm sorry, why did it only... Oh! It only does it with katanas! That's the issue. Okay.
Okay, good to know.
Hey, yeah, paralyzed. Yeah, Ceres is fine with having to lead that thing. What does Ceres have now? Fatigue, less AP. That's fine. No. Self only. Kind of want to explode on this thing already. Infusion on Ceres. Just try to steal from it. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but since we have killed it before, we can still see what its like maximum stats are. Yeah, very, very, very little attack because apparently we're using an ice weapon as one of our methods of attack here. Actually, that's right. Rending
Yeah,
cut.
you said you're doing it with the ice katana. I'm like, what? I prefer the ice katana.
Alright, oh, wait, no. Just, oh. Okay.
I go both stats.
Yeah, should have exploded.
Already explode.
Should have used explosion before that happened, yep. But rending cut. Lower its defense. Attack. Make it slowed. Also make it slowed. And yeah, keep doing that.
And Charity's option is very obvious, life giver.
Yep. We're doing that attack, huh? But hey, paralyzed. Okay, it's going for that. It's not paralyzed now. I gouge it, 97%. Fierce Ember. So yeah, its next turn is a non-issue. Keep up with the rending cut though to lower its defense. Want to use explosion, but no one can revive Charity. Roost. Start to heal yourself. Alright. That's just a matter of attacking it enough before it gets another turn. Guillotine! Calling in an elemental. Rupture you, so you're just gonna be bleeding like forever. Regenerate on you. Oh, huh.
What happened?
Oh, I'm just thinking, if you have two monster whatever, like what Charity is that uses monster spells, have one of them to use the ability to reverse all healing and damage, and the other one uses regenerate, wouldn't that just insta-kill any monster?
Oh.
I guess that's something worth checking out at some point. Yeah, make you go slower. Not paralyzed. You're gonna bulk yourself up. Okay, now you're planning on attacking. Wait, Nightfall on both. We're fine. I do not have the APs for things, so... Regenerate. Oh, don't have the APs for that. Ah, miss.
Yes.
Alright, and now... if we do a Trick Slash on you, you will lose that spell that you're charging. Huzzah! Deal a little bit of damage to you, and deal almost a chunk of damage to you. Work on paralyzing you, but that didn't work. Whew. Alright, Trickery. Can't do it to that, because I got some threat with it. Monster Magic,
Infusion?
Fusion for 9 is a pretty good one, yeah. Doesn't help when the target dies before you can use it. Right, I got so used to using good powers. Multi-target katana skill. Let's just slow down both of you real quick. Didn't help. Okay, wait a second. Let's just slow down here for a few seconds. Life Giver series. Trickery. You can calm down as well, little icy coal. Alright, oh wait, no, the Red Guardian is awake now, isn't it? She looks awake. Let's try to be its top threat. That did not work. Ha! You missed! Like I've said in the past, bite me.
No, no, no.
They're both awake now. Knock them both out. Well, knock that one out at least. Knock that one down a little. No more trickery. No more subterfuge. The Red Guardian is in the red. We're out of mana. We don't have enough to explode. Let's roll the dice.
That was a pretty good roll.
Yeah, I mean, middle number is 500, so... Calling another
Damn it.
elemental. Yes. Okay, you know what? Sleep bomb on the new one. Let's spend like 2 turns preparing for that. And while we spend our like 2 turns preparing, let's also just keep attacking this big guy. Oh. We're literally just a few hundred points away. Fine, let's do this extra 6. Or how about extra 9? Boo! We took out the big one. And we accidentally woke that one up, so...
Rupture.
Oh yeah, good point. We could have. Ah. $61 E9. Alright.
Yeah. I think you've done it.
Woohoo! Even though I messed up with equipment, 100% chance to kill. Insignia helm. That's okay. Zephyr pouch. I don't know what Zephyr is, but okay. And two-handed scythe on hit, burn for a turn.
Two-handed scythe.
Yep, two-handed scythe. Okay, sword
You said
katana.
two-handed.
Oh yeah, physical attacks gain ice, yeah. Yeah. Master katana. I do like inflicting slowish on things, but yeah. Let's give Sirius back the conquest, the burning blade.
You want to make them alive again?
We'll be fine. The power of the crystal compels us! Unlock class summoner. HP MP restored. So change class. So charity. What do you get for being a summoner? Max MP plus 20%. Whatevs.
Well, I think you want to be a summoner because you have all those areas that...
Oh, we have to find the summons.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? Charity, now here's a question. Subclass monster magic with all of its curious things, or mixed magic, which is more reliable? I think, yeah, monster magic. Especially because explosion.
Yeah, well, just remember, you don't have the... Or do you still have access to the...
Auto revival?
Alright, there you go. So basically, Charity straight up is just a blue mage.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Hey, a mushroom! Hi, what up, buddy?
Is it friendly?
It's an elevator.
Seems pretty friendly to me.
Oh, hi. Slip glide ride exit, set home point, yes. Let's save. Well, that's one of the classes that we're missing out on. The Northern Cave. We got Radiance, two-handed spear, defense 5%, resistance plus 5%. Meh. Is there anywhere that I can really go from here, though?
No.
Maybe.
There are other things in that area, though. That's what confuses me.
Other things in what area? Oh, yeah, in that.
Like back in the glide ride, because there's stuff higher up.
Maybe we're supposed to get to there, like, later some other way eventually?
Maybe.
Because that's a big part of Metroidvanias.
You have Owl and a new class.
We got the Owl class. Bum, 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 ba-da-bum. Ain't the collector gonna be jealous? We can finally make it to this house I've been trying to get to. Grinding armor that needs upgrading. Diamond materials? Oh gosh. We did find one diamond dust from or two diamond dust from slight sequence breaking. Diamond vest, diamond crown. Also a bit expensive, but...
Anything else in the house?
There's a fire.
Jump in the fire.
Nah.
Okay.
There's actually a house where, like, if you jump into the chimney, you just land in the fire, and it's one of the NPCs, like, just jumps back.
Like that? You know you have to try it. It's right there.
Well, there's no NPC, like, watching the fire on this one. So it goes like that, but there's an NPC, like, standing at the fire, so when you do that, they jump back in surprise.
Oh.
To allow you room to walk out of the fire.
Hi, I'm Santa.
Ooh, evasion up and attack up. Go to equip you. So evasion plus 30, so less evasion, so minus 14 evasion, but now I don't have to worry about having to use this.
So you can use the captain's hands. Well, do you want to keep the cap? Did you not equip that on your stealing guy?
No, I equipped the Nicked Knackers. She can't.
You also give them the steel helmet.
No, Prudence can only wear heavy armor right now.
Oh, okay.
Whee! I don't know if this is faster than the dinosaur mount, whatever thingy, but it's more fun. Whee! Alright, let's go play in the ocean now.
I hate that this is working.
What, that I'm just gliding along here and getting a nice view of the map? It pays to know the map, really, to have an aggregate size of the area you're going through.
I mean, I get that, but it's just like, damn. This is a really slow fall.
I mean, it's what? 1 block every 2 blocks traveled or something? So this is where I was trying to get... Oh, that's right. Off camera... Oh, gosh. I decided to get some of the map mapped out. To get some idea. This is a big map. Just swimming around on my stolen fish a little bit. There's an island right here. And a lot of open ocean. Who knows, maybe I'll do some more of that between episodes. Maybe I'll just do it like this.
Now you can do it even safer, yeah. You just...
Whee!
But this also means you can't see anything that's under the surface to keep an eye out for anything.
Wait a second. Don't land!
Why?
Because then my respawn point will be set to land.
Oh, point. Maybe head back out over the water, yeah.
The open sea. If I land on a monster. And then the bird drowns. And I just basically keep doing this. And it's just this over and over again. It's like a printer, just...
What is this, a dot matrix printer?
Yeah, this is the Matrix. Haven't you heard? Everything is the Matrix.
Dot matrix.
I was able to go all the way out and back again. This glide is kind of insane. But hey, now that we have the birdie, where else can we go with it? We can get all the rest of the classes, right?
Yeah, there are 3 more classes for you to unlock.
We should go for them, wherever they are.
Alright, let's see.
As long as they're in places we've already had. But as for this episode, this feels like a good wrapping up point. We got the owl, and we explored a bit with the owl. And for right now, I'm just wandering the ocean as we figure out where to go next. So, toodle-hoo!